Slack Israel. Give me 1 second to test the audio, and then we're gonna get rolling. Slack Israel. Give me 1 second to test the audio. All right, we good. We're gonna get rolling. With that, you know what I'm saying? Get my greeting. Shalom, Israel. We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? And today is Friday. This is the I.S.U.P.K Houston / Port Arthur / Beaumont / Galveston. All of those zones, the greater area of Houston, all of those zones, the Friday Lashawan Qadash class. Lashawan meaning tongue and Qadash meaning holy or set apart. So this is the holy tongue. This is our language. Who is our? The Israelites, Black, Spanish, Native Americans. The Lashawan Qadash is our native tongue, which is the Hebrew. And that's what we get into today, man. We on Fridays, we learn we study how to learn how to read, write, and speak the ancient Hebrew, man. Paleo and Assyrian, because that is our culture of blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. You know what I'm saying? English and Spanish, you know what I'm saying? Creole, Patois, French, you know what I'm saying? These languages don't define us as our culture. You know what I'm saying? We may be Creole, descendants of Creole people, but really we're descendants of Israelites, man. And Hebrew is our native culture, our native language and native culture. So that's what we get into today, man. Those other languages were given to us by our oppressors through captivity. We were in our oppressors' captivity, and they forced those languages on us. They forced English and Spanish and Creole and French. They forced these languages on us. So that's the beautiful thing about today, man. We get back to our culture as Israelites and study our native language, the Hebrew. So without any further ado, let's get into it, man. We're going to start off class the way we always start off class, and that's by going over the Hebrew alphabet. As you can see, we're using this Hebrew alphabet chart given to us by we had this chart all the way since the I.S.U.P.K was founded. This chart has been around 1969, man. You know what I'm saying? This and the 12 tribe charts are how we learn that we are the Israelites the Bible speaks of. And these things are our culture. So the water to Yahweh and Yahweh Shah for the I.S.U.P.K, man, because we wouldn't know anything if it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K, Commander General YAHANNA. So let's go over it, man. These 22 characters make up the Hebrew alphabet. You know what I'm saying? This is the Paleo, or the ancient Hebrew. Down below is the Assyrian. It's the same 22 characters, but a different symbols for the characters because we were in different captivity. For example, this first letter is I, just like this first letter is I. And notice how I'm going from right to left, because Hebrew is read and written from right to left. You know what I'm saying? So one last thing before we go over it, these 5 symbols right here. These 5 symbols are additional symbols to the Assyrian, because they're the same letters as up here. There's only 22 characters, but the symbol is different if it ends in this particular letter. If a Hebrew word ends in, this letter is ka right here. If a word ends in ka, then you're going to use this letter at the end rather than this letter, because this letter is for the beginning of the word or the middle of the word. And these 5 letters are the same. They end words differently than up here, but it's the same 22 characters, A through Tha. We're going to go over it right now. Repeat after me. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. All right. A little practice, man. You know what I'm saying? Remembering those 22 characters will get you a long way into coming back to your culture and learning how to read, write, and speak the ancient Hebrew. Because all words are made from those 22 letters. That is the alphabet. So while I erase the board and get started and get ready for the lesson today, I'm gonna let us know a little, let everybody know a little bit about what we got planned for today. Today, we are going to go over some of the Salaki. One second. Today, Salaki Israel. Today we're gonna go over the rank and order structure and the I.S.U.P.K, man. So I taught this class before, but I'm gonna teach it again because it's important, especially when you're trying to get into this body, get into this truth, because the I.S.U.P.K is the only truth. We are the only priesthood ordained to teach the truth about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fakers out there, and the Bible says about those fakers, you know what I'm saying? Beware of false prophets. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell they fakers because they use our material. They just changed it up to fit how they like it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can they add tribes and take away laws, statutes, and commandments to make you know what I'm saying, them serving the Lord more comfortable. Whereas not, well, a true priest would know serving the Lord is not how comfortable you are. Serving the Lord is about doing what the Lord requires of you. That's what we know in the I.S.U.P.K. So today I'm going to be going over all of the rank structure in the I.S.U.P.K. And I'm even going to start us off with a precept. I'm not going to give us too many precepts, but the precept will pretty much be the general understanding of today's class. So like we're almost done with getting this off. I should have did this earlier. It's stuck on the board a little bit. We'll be almost there. All right. Today's class. Shalom Christ, I want. Today's class, rank and order. All right. The precept that I'm going to give give me 1 second. I want to paraphrase. I'm going to pull the exact precept. It's like Adawan. Do you remember the exact precept of Christ the head of man, and the Most High the head of Christ?
Mm-hmm. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
The water, sir. The water, Adawan.
Another ball.
All right, so this is 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. This is Paul speaking. He's saying, but I would have you, this is the Most High speaking through Paul, actually. But it's saying, verse 3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. I'm saying, so that's pretty much letting you know the rank structure that we're about to get into. Because if the head of every man is Christ, and the head of Christ is the Most High, and the head of woman is man, you see the layers. It's like on the top is the Most High, then goes Christ, then goes man, then goes woman. But what about between Christ and man? I'm saying we're military, so we have rank within the military. We are the Lord's military. So there's a rank structure within the men. And that's what we're going over to today. And so we know Most High is at the top, Christ, and then man. And now what we're about to do is the rank structure of the men. So let me just get this precept up there, and I'll read it again. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. All right. All right. Just for, I'm saying, your notes. But now let's get into it, man. The rank of the man over the woman and under Christ. So who is the highest ranking man? In the military, the Lord's military is really the people that do the work of the Lord. So we are really the only people that really matter.
Right.
But the head of us is Commanding General YAHANNA. So for this, I'm going to say general. I'm going to teach you how to say general in Hebrew. So general is I.S.U.P.K. Get my little markers. I'm saying for the notes to make it read a little bit easier. Find them. Nope, we're gonna do all black. We're gonna do all black and then a little bit of red for the Hebrew. General I.S.U.P.K. That's how you say general in Hebrew. So let's get it in Hebrew. This wouldn't be a Hebrew class if we didn't study on how to write in the language. So in the paleo, you got the A, the La, the Wa, and the Pa. A, La, Wa. That's how you write it in the paleo. Get it in the Assyrian. A, La, Wa, Pa. All right. See, we got our connectors in the paleo, and then on the Assyrian, the letter is when the Pa. Pa was one of those 5 letters. You know what I'm saying? It looks different from if Pa was in the middle. It's extended. So that's I.S.U.P.K. So that's how you say general, which is the highest rank. Commanding General YAHANNA is the highest rank in the I.S.U.P.K. And under him are the rest of the generals. And then under that, there's another set of ranking, which will go next. But we're gonna give us a sentence for general. And the sentence, because we gotta get our practice on, you know? And the sentence I'm actually gonna give is not a sentence, but rather a title. It's Commanding General YAHANNA is first, and then second is 12 Shield General Muhammad. That's the second highest ranked brother in the school, and we're gonna write his name and title in Hebrew. 12 Shield General I think it's Mahayaman. All right. So if you've been watching class, this should be easy. We're gonna use the word that we just learned, I.S.U.P.K, for general, but we got this number here and then we got shield. And I just went over both of those. So 12 is the number, there's two parts to that number. I wish I had blue, but it's Shanya Ishara. Shanya Ishara. Shanya meaning 2, Ishara meaning 10. So that's how you say 12. You have to say the 2 plus the Ishara, which is 12. Shanya Ishara, 12. Shield, Khan. It's Magan. So Shanya Ishara, Magan. 12 shield. 12 shield what? 12 shield general. Shanya Ishara, Magan, Alawat. And then the brother's name. His Hebrew name is Muhammad. And Salakia Israel, I do not know what Muhammad means. I recall the last time I taught this class, I didn't know. And I found out later, but I forgot by now. So Salakia. So I should know that. I know General Yahanna's name means joy. Yahanna means joy. I know some of the other generals' names, but Muhammad, I do not recall what that name means. But we're going to write his name. We're going to write in Hebrew nevertheless. So Shanya Ishara, Magan, Alawat, Muhammad. 12 shield, General Muhammad. This is going this way. Even the verbalization, because that's still English. But when I start busting it down into Hebrew, we're going right to left. Which I'm about to do right now. So we're going to have an arrow this way. And 12, Shanya. Shanya, yep. Shanya. Ishara.
Salaki.
Khan.
I'm about to send something to your phone.
Khan, sir.
You got it?
Khan.
Okay.
Oh, now I got it. Khan. Most High in Christ. The name of General Muhammad means trustworthy. That rings a bell, and it's definitely a perfect name for the brother.
Right.
Trustworthy. So we got Shanya Ishara, which is 12. General, which is Magan, Magan, which is general. Shanya Ishara is 12. Magan is shield. Alawap is general, and Muhammad is his name, which means trustworthy. Excellent. The water out of wine.
You want to write it on the board?
Definitely will. Definitely. I need more colors. Right, it's purple. Trustworthy. This is good notes right here. So Israel, make sure you're getting this. We're still in the Hebrew. So Shanya, Ishara. I'm gonna put a hyphen. Ishara. Magan. Alawat. Muhammad. Yeah. Wrong. That's the brother's title. 12 Shield General Muhammad, which means trustworthy. He's the second highest brother in rank, second highest ranking brother in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
It's a lot.
Kind.
Already went over Commander Yohana.
So I don't know how to say commanding, but yeah.
Well, commanding was just added, you know. It was
Kind. That's a good point. Okay, we can fit that in. I'm gonna put that in after this. I should have went commanding General YAHANNA first, but I don't know how to say commanding, so we're gonna have to add that. But we could definitely get how to say commanding General YAHANNA after this. We can write that. We can get our Hebrew practice on and write it in the ancient Paleo and Assyrian.
his name is Jordan.
Cons with the water. So let's get it in the Paleo. I mean the Assyrian. All right. That's a brother's name, 12 Shield General Muhammad. Shanya Aishur Magan, which is 12 Shield. Alawap, which is General. Muhammad, which is his name. Trustworthy. We got in the Paleo up top with our connectors on the bottom and the Assyrian down below. You got that for your notes. Those time cracks, we're gonna quickly move on. So we can't start the show with the second highest ranking man. And my Adawan already, you know what I'm saying, pointed that out for me. So I'm gonna put General Muhammad's name. But we should, I mean, just like Commanding General YAHANNA. So we should already know how to say General YAHANNA. It's Alawap YAHANNA. Commanding, I'm gonna try to find out really quickly. While I find this out, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, spread the love. I'll tell you exactly how I'm finding out. I'm saying, my brother told me, use a two-letter lookup. A two-letter lookup, be careful not to click the wrong one, but you type in two-letter lookup on your phone, and you'll go to the lexicon, and you can find the meanings of Hebrew words. So I'm at the two-letter lookup, looking up commanding. That's probably why I didn't have this up, because it didn't pop up. So I'm gonna type in command. All right. So I found something. All right. So the word Yataza'ah. I'm not sure if this is exact the real how you say that brother's title, but from what I just found, this is what I'm going to use at work. In Hebrew, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. So Yataza'ah is direct, to direct. So it's a verb, Yataza'ah. So that means we have to conjugate this verb to be for currently going, for present tense. Currently directing. And who's currently directing? One man, singular. So Yataza'ah, to say currently, Yataza'ah currently directing, you put a wa after the ya. That makes it present tense. So ya Wataza'ah. that's commanding or that's directing. Yahweh and a singular, so we leave it alone. If it was plural, it'll be Yahweh Wayam. Or Yahweh Ayam, so like it. But it's singular, so we just leave it alone. So it's Yahweh Alawak Yahanna, commanding or directing, commanding General Yahanna. Let me get it down. Kind.
In ranking order, should you start with the name of the Most High and Christ and the angels?
I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that at all, sir. No sweat, sir. So we got General Alawak. I should have started off with commanding general. You know what I'm saying? We got to pay respects to the leader. So commanding General Yahanna. Commanding, we found out, is don't forget the wa after the first letter. That's how you make it present tense. Yahweh Taza I. Directing. Let me get it in purple. Purple is going to be our color that gives us our definition. This is crazy. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get it in green. Oh, went to the next dimension. That marker just left the dimension. Direct. So directing, or otherwise known as commanding, General Alawak. Commanding General Yahanna. Which means joy. This is the leader of Israel. So Salakia to him and the rest of the school for not putting him before General Muhammad. Really, I was just trying to use General Muhammad's title as a sentence to practice. We gotta get it done. We gotta get this practice in. And we learned some stuff too. Yawad Taza'ah is directing or commanding. So this way we had it going right to left. I mean, we had it going left to right. In English. Now we're gonna go right to left in the Hebrew. 3 words. Ya, wa, taza, a, wa, taza, a. Alawak. Yahanna. Yahanna. And the ha and the na in the middle of Yahanna's name are connected, making the last na by itself. So we have Ya, Wataza'a Alawap YAHANNA. Commanding or directing, commanding General YAHANNA. The title of the the highest ranking brother and the most brotherly brother in the world. Saying? The highest ranking man in the I.S.U.P.K. So now I'm gonna just get the Syrian for our understanding. Yeah. What? Taza. No. There you go. Paleo and Assyrian with our connectors. We got a pa at the end of Alawap and a na at the end of Commanding General, or at the end of YAHANNA, his name, with the brother's name, which means joy. Those last letters are different in the Assyrian. So we got in the Paleo and Assyrian. Right to left. All right, so we got general. The next rank in the I.S.U.P.K. under general, because commanding general is the top rank. Then we have the generals under commanding general YAHANNA. Those generals are Alawapium. We just learned Alawap. So after that is the captains. Below the generals are the captains. So I'm gonna give us how to say captain in Hebrew. And that is Saran. Get it down for us. Saran. That is the title of a captain. Get it in the Hebrew, then I got a sentence. So we're gonna go right to left. Saran, there is a sa in Hebrew. Don't forget it. People often forget, think that there's only the sha, the letter that starts with S. There's a sa also. So we have sa, ra, kan.
That's Syrian, so.
Oh yeah, that's sure is. So I get the water out of wine. Is that how you read it?
Yeah.
All right. So sa, ra, and na. Connect under sa because alone, and ra and na connected, making saran. That's the Paleo. And now we're gonna do the Assyrian. Saran. That's how you say captain. Now, I'm not going to give us titles with the sentence I got for captain, because I like to use other words in our sentences, kind of get us an understanding of a combination of all the lessons. I'm not just giving us titles, but the sentence I got is the captain spoke at camp. I just went over camp. I just taught camp. So we should know how to say camp. But that's the sentence. The captains spoke at camp. All right. So how to say this? We know how to say captain, but captains has to be conjugated. And the captains is also an additional conjugation. So captain is saran. Captains plural is saranyam. And the captains would be ha-saranyam. That's saying the captain, but it's all one word. So ha-saranyam, the captains, spoke Speak is a verb. And the verb how to say to speak is the bar, I believe. Let me see. No, it's not. It's Amar. It's Amar. And how to conjugate speak to past tense is we put something at the end. We conjugate it with the letter at the end of the word. So Amar with what at the end. And that's past tense, spoke. Spoke. Who spoke? The captain spoke. So Amarwa. Amarwa. The captain spoke. Where do they speak? At camp. So camp, we learned the camp is YAHANNA. That's how to say campsite in Hebrew. So we're not going to say at camp. We can't say the camp, but that wouldn't make sense. So we're just going to say YAHANNA. The captain spoke camp. Because Hebrew is a direct language. You know, if it says the captains and they spoke, and then you have a site, then you know the captain spoke at camp. So, Ha Saranyam Amarwa YAHANNA. Let me write a little bit smaller. Yeah. All right, Hasaranyam Amarwa YAHANNA. The captain spoke camp, which is at camp. Or the captain spoke campsite. The captain spoke at camp. So let's get that in the Hebrew, Assyrian, and Paleo. See how much time we got. Let's see the time. We got 20 minutes. I got enough time for I got enough time for 2 more rankings. So again, we write English right to left, but Hebrew, we write English left to right, Hebrew we write right to left. So Ha-Saranyam, we got the Ha, the Sa, the Ra, the Na, and then the Ya and the Ma, making Ya. Ha, Sa, Ran, Yam. Amarwa, Ma, Ra, Wa, Mar, Wa. YAHANNA. Ma, Ha, Na. That's horrible. And a Ha at the end. YAHANNA. YAHANNA. All right, we got it in the Paleo. Let's get it in the Assyrian. Ha, Saran, Saranya, Amarwa, YAHANNA. All right. We got the Paleo with the ancient Hebrew, where our connectors underneath, and the connectors pretty much help you with the syllables of the word. And then the Assyrian down below, no connectors, but you got to be mindful of the last letter. And the last letter, you see the is Ma, Ma is one of those letters that's different. It's a closed box rather than an open box in the Ma, as you see in Amarawa. Saran Yum ends in Ma, and Amarawa has a Ma in the middle of it. You see the two different Ma's. Already, that's captain. So we know Alawap, general. Then under the generals is the captains, the Saranium. Then under the captains, under the Saranium, we have the officers. Officers, I.S.U.P.K. So, officer. When you make that decision that you know that this work is for you and you're gonna serve the Lord for the rest of your life, you take that test and you have to pass that test and you become an officer, which is a Qataza Yan. Qataza Yan, which is an officer in the I.S.U.P.K. So let's get that in the Hebrew. Qataza Yan. We got the Qua, we got the Taza, Qataza, the Ya, and the Na. Qua, Taza, and then Ya and Na make Yan. Qataza Yan, officer. Get it in the Syrian. Qatazayan. The sentence that I have for officer, we're gonna use what we know, use what we learn. Officers do the work of the Lord. They certainly do. That's what we're gonna write in Hebrew. So, officers do the work of the Most High. You know this. We're talking about. Officers do the work of the Lord, or of the Most High. Hey, look, what do I got? Do I got the Most High or the Lord? Yep, I got the Most High, so that's what we're gonna work with. Because the Lord, you can say many words for the Lord. Adawan means Lord. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about the Most High. We talking about the highest of lords. So that's what I got. We gotta say His name with the Hebrew. So what I'm using the same marker. Officers, Qatazayan, with the pluralization Yum. Qataza. Yanyum. Do, how do you say do? To do is I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? You could, and you could conjugate it or you could leave it alone. I'm saying, again, there's multiple ways to skin a cat. We could conjugate do as in currently doing, you know what I'm saying? Or we could leave it as I.S.U.P.K, which is the same thing, to do. So I.S.U.P.K, officers, Qataza I.S.U.P.K, Salakia. I.S.H.A. doesn't mean to do. I.S.H.A. means to work. I.S.H.A. means to work. So we do have to conjugate this. So it would be Qatazayanyam, I.W.S.H.A. I.W.S.H.A.yam. They're working. I.W.S.H.A.yam. Officers are working for the Lord. That's how you would say it. Officers do the work of the Lord, or officers are working for the Lord. It's the same thing. So for the Most High, we have our conjugations up there, our prefixes. How do you say for with the prefixes? La. So La Yahweh. That's the Most High's name, right? Yahweh. So La Yahweh would be for Yahweh. La Yahweh. Officers are working for Yahweh. Qatazayanyam, I.W.S.H.A.yam, La Yahweh. Officers are working for Yahweh, or officers do the work of the Most High. So let's get it in the Paleo and the Assyrian. Going this way. The Qataza Yam Qataza Yam I.W.S.H.A. I messed up. There's a ha after this sh right here. That's how you spell I.S.H.A. There's a ha at the end, which is a H. So I.S.H.A. I.W.S.H.A.yam. Said the same way, but spelled differently. You got to be careful about not to miss certain letters when writing it in the verbalization, because it makes a big difference when writing it in the Hebrew. So I.W.S.H.A. with the ha right here. I.W.S.H.A. Yum. I.W.S.H.A. yam. La Yahweh. La Yahweh. La Yahweh. All right. You see, Qatazayanyam, I.W.S.H.A.yam, La Yahweh. Officers are working for the Most High, or Yahweh. Officers are working for Yahweh. Let's get an Assyrian. Then we're gonna move to the last rank in the I.S.U.P.K. So we got generals. Well, I'll do that after I get this Hebrew down. Salakia. So we got Qua. Has a what types of yan? Types of yan? I.W.S.H.A.yam. La Yahweh. Qatazayanyam, I.W.S.H.A.yam, La Yahweh. A Paleo and Assyrian. All right, be kind and rewind. Pause it for your notes. Move on. So we got generals, Alawapium, the captains, Saranium, and then the officers, the Qatazayanyam. After that, We have the troopers. The water, Yahweh, the water, Yahweh Shah, for all the men in the I.S.U.P.K, but especially the troopers, because their zeal, good troopers' zeal, will keep an officer, you know what I'm saying, you know, they'll help his zeal. A good trooper zeal will remind an officer, oh man, I remember when I was like you when I started, man, I'm fighting demons and I'm losing. I gotta get back on track. So we gotta remember that the troopers, they are brothers too, and they part of this military, man. They put in work too. How to say trooper in Hebrew is Kayayal. Trooper. Mark. Yeah, y'all. That's a trooper. Yeah, y'all. We're gonna get that in a Assyrian and a Paleo, it's in our Hebrew. You got the Ha, the Ya, another Ya, and the La. Ha, Ya, Y'all. Chaya y'all, trooper. Lastly, I'm gonna got a simple sentence, you know what I'm saying? Troopers wear all black. That's the sentence that I got. I'm gonna write that in the Hebrew. The troopers are still students, man. They're learning. But if they don't want to get with it, they can easily leave. They don't got an oil pour in their hand. Which is why when they stay and work diligently, you know what I'm saying? It's something to, that's what makes that oil get poured in your hand so special, man. So troopers wear all black. Troopers wear all black. So we already know what we got for this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have trooper conjugated to plural, which is chayayal, yum. And wear, we're gonna have that verb there. And all black. We should remember all from when we went over the prayers, it's the word call. And black, when we went over colors, shachar. So we're gonna learn where. And, you know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of these classes, because when you start to get repetitive and the sentences, then you remember them. So chayayayim, chayayal, y'all, chayayal. That's a lot of yas. Chayayayim, to where? Is labash. Labash. So they are wearing troopers or troop. Well, it's not troopers wore. If it were war, it'd be labash. Labash what? But it's wearing. So labash conjugated to present tense, wearing, and plural. So wabash, wabashium. Wabash. Troopers are wearing all call and black. Shachar. Let me write that a little bit better so we can get it. All right. Chayayawam, troopers, Lawabashiam are wearing all call black. Shakar. Chayayawam, Lawabashiam, call Shakar. Troopers are wearing all black. Like y'all, I usually have blue for the verbalization, but I'm gonna write this to let you know it's two different things. We got it in the Hebrew, and we got it in the English. Hey, Shalom with Christ, Lashawan. I was gonna call you. I'm not able to make it, but I'm lucky. So I'm teaching class right now. I gotta go to the slave right after. It's lucky. You ain't leave or nothing, did you? Sir. We're gonna have to do another time, but I got my oil change. I'll talk to you after our class. Oh, Christ, sir. It's lucky, Israel. So we about to get in the Paleo and the Syrian, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna have all the rankings of the I.S.U.P.K. from general to trooper. So Chayayawam is troopers. Y'all young. I'm saying Chayayawam. Chayayawam young. Y'all young. Chayayawam. La Wabashiam. La Wabash. La Wabashiam. Call. And call has a hyphen, just like how numbers, how we had Shanya Ishra with a hyphen in between Shanya and Ishra. Call has to have a hyphen right before Shakar. All black. So call Shakar. Call Shakar. Lowa Bash. All right. So we good with the ancient Paleo of Hebrew. And we get the Assyrian. We be good to go, man. All right, we got it, man. Troopers wear all black. Chayayawam, it's like Chayayawam, Lawabashiam, call Shakar. Lawabashiam, the conjugated version of Labash, to wear. All right, man. See how much time we got? Wow, so with that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna end class. I'm gonna give a courtesy salute to the men of Israel, Imadium, which means to stand. Imadium Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. It's like it. Yad Matah, which means hands down. Sorry, turn face to sisters. Sisters, Imadium, which means to stand. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat. Imadium, Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alatan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah. Yad Matah. Class dismissed.